Welcome back to the second part of the cocktail episode of Bring the Whiskey podcast. First episode, we had some good ones. Some real good ones. Let's see if we can keep this thing going, and hopefully you come out with some good recipes as well. Use fresh ingredients. You'll understand later. Trust me.
While we pull that 1792 bottle up in here. Hey guys,
can I have it back?
Well,
yes, you go get it.
I think this is a good time for.
It tastes like sour frog.
I think this is a good time for fan feedback.
Sour frog ass bad.
The newbies are hitting me up and telling me everybody's liking the 1792.
I told you. Yeah, because the newbies are newbies.
I mean, but at the end of the day, didn't we say bourbon is what we like?
It is. Don't tell nobody. Don't let nobody tell you what your palate is. Like what you like.
All my newbies,
especially not him.
Yeah. All my newbies are pulling up at the liquor store and they call me and they be like, "Hey, the cashier saying 1792 is the move." I'm saying, "Okay, well, does he have blends?"
Move that bullshit.
Yeah,
it's affordable and it stands out. If it hits your flavor profile, it's a bargain.
If it hits your flavor profile, that you drank Hennessy beforehand. They want us to do more of the Four Roses. People are all on the Four Roses. I'm telling you. So, I mean, everybody's not refined as you guys, but I'm just saying they are. This is the fan feedback. That's all I'm telling you.
Or everybody not? Is it you guys?
Hey, they do me dirty on this podcast, bro.
So 1792, owned by Sazerac, which also owns the Buffalo Trace Distillery. The cool thing about
that's the only thing they got going for Buffalo Trace.
Well, they're not Buffalo Trace. They're just
okay. Well, then.
But the cool thing about this one, which I thought was great,
banned from Twitter,
was that they have a style guide. So this bottle is clearly distinctive.
So they don't spend their money on alcohol. They spend their money on the.
They have a whole guide.
On putting lipstick on a pig, my dude.
That shows you, how to wear your ascot, your pocket square, your blazer. When you drinking 17,
I know. I just think that's Damo, cool I know you are more of a substance guy besides quantity and quality, or quantity. You take substance over quantity, right?
Hold on. So
yes,
here's
all I'm saying is.
So I want to do this.
The first thing you look. Before the first thing you look at something.
Let's check in with Al though, because he's got blackberries, rosemary, and cinnamon in the cup right now.
Oh yeah, let's check back over here.
I just hit my head.
But your first thing you see though is the appearance. You're gonna look at the bottle first. So you can have Blanton's in that bottle, but you're still gonna look at the bottle first.
We got Chambord going in, and Al, real quick, what is
you don't, but like people that are buying stuff.
It's a liqueur. It's a raspberry liqueur. A lot of people buy the black raspberry liqueur, but this is the one that's actually made in France.
Gotcha. So there's a difference, a huge difference between getting razzmatazz, which you can do.
Yes.
And I could have done that, but I did not because I wanted the quality of the drink to go up, right? Or you could also do, just like Grand Marnier, you could do like triple sec.
Well, the difference between all of these is cognac. It's a cognac because it's made in Cognac, France.
Right.
So anything made in France that you want to blend ingredients with, you're going to get all of that same family.
So you want a menage a trois.
Exactly.
Shout out to the French.
You want to menage a trois with people from the same place.
Shout out to the French.
Right. You don't want to have a United Colors of Benetton menage a trois.
They rap about it.
Oh,
I mean,
what?
You about to change his life with this. Go ahead.
Hey, you're not gonna change.
So far,
now when you take something with your honest opinion, don't come with your biased bullshit.
Hey, look.
Come with your honest opinion.
I would like to say, hold on. I would like to say, I'm looking at the glass. The glass looks like toilet water.
Oh Lord, see, you already got
blackberry.
We should have put a blindfold over. I bet if we'd put a blindfold over him, let him taste the cocktail, he been. That last one was just
rosemary.
So I poured some 1792 in a cup.
Was that Grand Marnier too? Hennessy and
Grand Marnier. That's one of our neighbors' favorite drink, right there. That Grand Marnier. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Shout out, said
Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier is my favorite.
So this is a
go-to. Beer.
Yeah.
This is spot up in Columbia. What's that joint called? Bar Dog or something like that. Pub Dog. And the owner loves Grand Marnier, right? All those bottles. His whole decorative wall is all. You
are a whole brand with these cocktails right here. This is good stuff.
Craft beer, Bo.
I love it because it's 2 for 1. I don't get that craft beer though.
Well, you just like it for the price. That's how I know you are no good.
I don't want to bruise the Hennessy. Usually when you shake...
No, bruise it. It's hard. Hennessy gonna bruise
you. When you
shake
a cocktail, you can bruise it. You can change the flavor of it because you're adding so much water at once when you're shaking it like that. With this, I want to kind of almost infuse, like a quick infuse of the raspberries, the cinnamon. I just want them to sit in there and just
you're doing a 007, shaken, not stirred.
No, stirred.
Stirred, not shaken.
Well, this isn't even necessarily
This is like it's gently
stirred.
pressed.
I'm just literally like marrying them together.
Gently touching the tip.
It's a menage a trois.
Yeah,
it's
Hennessy. Yeah. It's gentle. It's
so
smooth.
It's a rhythm. Oui, not an avoir. You know.
So this is like menage a trois
Damo. I got this, Damo. I'm the Hennessy man. I got this.
No, you don't.
This is rhythm. This is the beat with it. See, look how he's on. He's on beat with it.
Hennessy is not love making music. Hennessy is not love making.
I don't know where you from, but I mean,
I don't know what you call love, but punching somebody in the back of the head before you hump.
I don't see the punches. I don't see him throwing the punches here. I don't see him throwing the punches.
So just to bring it back real quick, what Al said, and not to take it too far into detail, but in terms of the actual alcohol that's in there. So that's gonna take us to our next one after this, which is that barrel bourbon.
Oh my God, I hated that.
Yeah, but it's blended, right? And so it's blended from a bunch of already finished bourbons. But that's one of those art and craft things about alcohol is if you go in with alcohol and try to blend it up with like a blender or some type of like speed,
you'll mess it up a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna release fatty acids. You're gonna get air. You're gonna get all kinds of stuff. And so the art and craft and blending, just like it is in alcohol, and Al, knows the nuances. You got to be gentle with some of these things because otherwise you're not going to get the flavor that you started with.
So real quick, did you see how he put the ice in that cup? Mm-hmm. The other ones he grabbed it with the tongs and put it in, right? This one he just kind of just shoved it in there. And
no, I didn't see that. I did not see that.
Because you need to do all of that with Hennessy.
I saw him just slide it in there.
Hennessy makes you shove shit in
there. Your disdain for Hennessy.
I know.
It's non-stop.
It's on a whole nother level.
Non-stop.
When we talked about blends, and we was talking about the Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
And we said that what if they were on Hennessy?
Yes.
What did I say those horses
one of our favorite lines from the viewers.
What did I say those horses were going to do?
It's funny how you know that, but you don't drink Hennessy. How do you know this?
That horse who was on Hennessy would all those horses before they left out the gate. It is a known fact. It's either going to fight them. That's
both. He about to love it. He's just trying to talk himself up.
We took Hennessy. We made grape juice.
Oh shit! Oh, with blackberries though.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that's the plot twist.
Hey, free Huey out here in them streets.
Smell like Welch's. No, it doesn't, but it smells good. It smells good, doesn't it?
Hold up.
Look, I got my nose thing up now. I smell blackberries.
You smell everything. You smell everything you just saw him put in the glass.
Okay, so I'm gonna
you how to do that too, right?
Yeah, they always doing that to me on the other episode. They tell me what they smell. I'm over here like I don't smell any of that shit.
I'm gonna tell you. And
I'm like, well, now I know that I smell blackberries. I got the.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with this. This does not smell as good as the other two, and that's fact. This smells like Badussi. This smells like after sex in a room after sex. This is real. I'm being real with you.
Now, some people might ask you what's wrong with that smell, but
I'm gonna say I don't want it in a cup.
Well, I mean,
not trying to drink nobody's sheets after they get finished.
What room are you in?
All of them.
That's still really good. I mean,
I'm still sipping.
But I still
sipping.
And this one, I get Hennessy.
Do it, man.
I get Hennessy.
I don't
do it, man.
I kind of want you to get Hennessy.
I want it. Yeah, I want. Yeah.
I don't want to somebody love.
If somebody gave
I
me
want
this,
him to
I
get
like
it.
that
I
word.
like it.
I like that word you said. Like you said, you get France. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Call this.
If I didn't know that you had made this with Hennessy, I could definitely taste it, and it's good.
No.
It reminds me of like a.
It reminds me of every fight I've ever been in.
I was gonna say it reminds me of like a Christmas cookie.
Mm-hmm. Then your grandmama hates you. That Christmas cookie is fucking terrible.
You remember those Christmas cookies that had
reminds me of
just a straight icing on top, like they were a sugar cookie, but they had just straight icing on top.
Yeah, those are the Christmas cookies that they just did for decoration, not for flavor.
It reminds me of that.
Well, drinks always put me in a place. This put me in a place like after we've eaten Thanksgiving dinner, and like all the men are sitting around, and we getting that drink. You know, everybody, we having the man talk.
Right.
This is what we would be drinking.
Shout out Canada. Canada's Thanksgiving was last week.
I love that, man. That you can associate.
That's what I associate drinks with.
I love
places and times. That's what I associate drinks.
That's what in my head. That's what it takes you back to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the cinnamon and the blackberry that's doing that.
Well, something that's taking you somewhere. That means it's working for you.
I'm gonna tell you where it's taking me. I'm gonna tell you exactly where it's taking me.
It's about taking to the floor. If you keep sipping, it's gonna take you to the floor.
Every chick I've ever regretted having sex with.
That's what you get out of this.
Yep.
You shouldn't have all those regrets in your life.
Mm-hmm. No, because of the flavor, which comes from the Hennessy, probably. There's no way he could have he cannot mask that. You could put every berry in God's green earth in this shit, and you will not be able to mask the what.
I didn't want to mask it. I wanted to see if you would enjoy it.
No, that's what he said.
I want you to.
He wanted you to enjoy. He wanted you to enjoy the Hennessy flavor of France.
Hey, I mess with it.
Hey,
I like
Good
it.
stuff.
I like it too. It's good.
Stuff.
Thanks,
good
man.
stuff. Good stuff.
I would drink this.
This tastes like.
I'm gonna look at my own. I'm gonna look in our description for this recipe myself. Make sure I can make this.
This is good.
This tastes like Les Mis,
This is good.
which is a bunch of homeless French revolutionaries.
Wolverine was in that.
God.
At 3 drinks in, that's all I could come up with. Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine was in
Well,
that.
Hugh
Jackman.
Give us some background on Hennessy, the House of Hennessy.
There is no background.
There's
There
a lot
is.
of background. A lot.
Cognac.
There's a lot of background. on that.
Obviously, Al mentioned the cognac region of France. So
It's the House of Cuvée Alexander.
Oh,
you go.
I love it. See that?
and it's owned by the parent company LVMH. So Louis Vuitton. What's the M?
You can buy stock in it.
And Hennessy. So big.
Yeah.
Other whore.
Yeah,
Do you like Louis Vuitton?
So luxury. Considered a luxury brand.
well, I don't know.
care.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What to tell you.
considered
Then.
a luxury brand.
You say you like quality things. I mean, you
Yeah, I
Louis
like
Vuitton.
Jordans, my guy.
But that's two different separate things.
Well, no, that's what I care about.
I think they made some Louis Vuitton Jordans before.
I don't like them.
All right.
Anyway,
So anyway, so there are certain things in the world that have to be made where they're made in order to be tequila.
Yeah.
Right. You got to be made in Jalisco, Mexico. And then cognac. You gotta be made in the cognac region of France to be cognac. So Hennessy is one of those things where it's going to continue to be, again, just like Jack Daniels. They sell so much of it. You gotta
serve it
just
down the
tip
floor.
your hat to the art and science that gets them to that
It opens
same
up top.
profile after billions and billions of bottles made and billions of dollars made.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
What's in this cup right here? Is this the leftover?
Yeah, this is the garbage bowl. Shout out Rachel Ray.
All right.
This is the garbage bowl from 30 Minute Meals, but it's a glass.
I'm gonna take that and pour it into this and see if it makes it even.
don't do
No,
that.
don't do
I'm
that.
doing it.
Don't do that.
Don't
You just
do
messing
that.
up all
No,
hours
You
of
could
hard
just.
work.
You could just.
Are you really about to do that?
Oh, I'm really gonna do it. This is
It's
terrible.
just water. It's water in there. That's it.
But the fruit, I want to
Here,
get the.
do this.
It's like
Here. Here, this is some papaya juice. Put that in there.
Everybody should do this because I just.
I think he just had that. He has a lot of bias built
Watch
up.
what he's
That's
about
what
to
it
do.
is.
This is about to
He has
do.
a lot of disdain for Hennessy.
He loves his
and
own genius. He's
Yeah.
about to think that he came up with
It probably
this
takes him to. He's not telling us, but it probably takes him to a place. It probably takes him to a place he don't want to tell us about
That's
right
a
now.
good- that's a good
That's
point.
what it. That's what
Hey,
it really is.
shout out Black
My
men's
the
mental health.
psychologist
Mental
in me
health
tells me that that's
awareness.
what it is.
I think
Then we come to mental health
because
drinking Hennessy.
this is triggering
This
you.
is stupid
Yeah, it's a
shit.
trigger.
Hennessy
What
is
I'm talking
triggering
about
you. What do you
is
want to
making
talk
us all
about?
bad.
What do
Tell
you
us
wanna
in the
talk about?
comments what the triggers
What do you
that
wanna talk
Damo
about?
may be
Were you an
experiencing.
altar boy?
What? I don't even care about church.
Sorry, that's not funny. Sorry, that's not funny. What is this triggering in your mind for you? What does Hennessy take you back to?
His dad probably drunk someone before he beat his.
What's the first memory you get when you drink it?
When I did not have a salary of making 6 figures.
That what it was.
Okay, so poverty. Hennessy takes
That
you
was
back
taking
to your own
yes.
poverty.
See,
Okay.
you made it a connection today.
I did not.
We made a breakthrough today. Hug him, hug him,
Yeah.
hug his ass.
Get the f away from me. I will kill you in here. Get away.
Hennessy takes him back to poverty. So you associate Hennessy with poverty.
It tastes like it.
I associate it with. We made it.
Yeah, well, and that's the complete opposite.
Lord have mercy. All right, so now
Look, I say Lord have mercy for that. But I need an intervention because I don't like
we're trying to figure out where your disdain
I'm just
is
saying,
from.
yeah, where is
I
it?
know why I don't drink it.
Why don't you drink it?
It doesn't work with my DNA.
What does it do to you?
I got loyalties
it makes-
and royalties inside my DNA.
It makes you talk like Denzel and Reddy.
No, it changes. Hennessy does something different to my body. I don't.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Yeah, it make you stand up.
It's called fight and flight.
Exactly. And all
What
I
does
got,
it
and
do?
all I got is fight in me.
It makes you want to fight Hennessy?
Yeah.
Where is
Oh,
Hennessy
man.
making y'all want to fight at?
Hennessy is the
Everywhere.
upscale man.
I gave up cognac completely.
Oh, because of that? You know what does that to me though?
It just makes me feel like
What's it?
I don't like
Crown Royal. Crown Royal gives me a bad feeling.
Okay, so
I
can
just
we?
don't
Okay.
make me feel
I
like I
don't know
don't
what
like
that is.
anyone. I don't
Yeah.
mind the taste of it.
So
I
let me
just don't
ask you
like
this.
drinking.
Let me ask you this.
That purple bag, they give me a bad flavor.
We already know you care about Hennessy. We already know this drink makes you love Hennessy even more. You might want the rest.
Well, I
of
already
you.
liked it. And you know, I like
You gonna
cocktail.
make
Oh, we'll do the barrel bourbon.
Bo,
Let's do that.
did you like Hennessy more from this beverage? Did this beverage make you like Hennessy?
No.
No, meaning.
No.
Would you drink Hennessy more?
I would drink
often
this beverage
if you
over
make
and
this-
over again, though.
You would.
Yeah.
So you would go out and you would order this. as opposed to the other two that we've had?
No, just because this is not my preference.
All right, then.
I'm just saying I like it. Like
It depends on the day for me. You know,
So-
if I'm feeling like a Clydesdale, I order Clydes.
So let's take a break real quick. So Al, you just lit some thyme on fire. Tell us about that a little bit.
Just to open up the natural flavors in it.
Get them oils out there.
Yeah, and it really opens up when you do that.
And the
I just want to
citrus
infuse
sweet.
some of that into the bourbon.
So I make a rosemary mustard chicken.
But no one asked you.
And that's why I grow the rosemary and thyme in my garden.
Right.
That's
That
my
sounds
favorite
really,
thing to
really
eat.
good.
That's my favorite thing to eat.
And again.
And I pull it right out the garden.
I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it looks beautiful, very fresh.
And I make my own tomato sauce, which is why I
Thick stem.
grow the basil. Why I grow the basil.
Tell us, Bo.
And my wife loves cocktails with mint. So
Tell
that's
us,
why we
Bo.
got the mint.
Tell us. I like it.
Yep.
Shouts out to Bo.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Shout out to the women who's looking for a single
What do you
that doesn't care about
fertilizer?
basil or
What do you use for your fertilizer and
roasting
this stuff?
rosemary?
I use completely organic fertilizer, so I use bone meal.
Manure?
No, bone meal. Bone meal.
God, someone kill me.
So I grow strawberries out there.
Yeah.
Cilantro.
Okay.
Where is the magic bullet
Parsley.
that killed Kennedy? So it can get me. The window is right here. Please.
I think we made a breakthrough on Damo earlier with that.
I really don't
I think so
so.
too. We
I
just
think
gotta
so
keep working
too.
on it.
Yeah, gotta keep working on it. Keep working on it.
God, I want to get off this podcast.
You got to work on your own mental health. Hashtag self-love.
Hey, does anyone in the audience want to start a podcast? I have microphones. These microphones, I have them. I have a. I can.
See, you talk about me, but you're the one that's always talking about leaving the podcast.
Because I don't like any of you.
Man, that's harsh.
Yeah, you know why? Because all you do is talk.
You know, you're my brother. You can't not.
If you want to do a pod,
like
never
it,
got
you can't
plans.
not- You can't. Yeah, well, you got it last at the podcast.
Today, the only person I like on this podcast, that's my guy.
What up?
And he's got his own podcast that apparently he didn't even hire me for.
That doesn't bother me. It might
reached
borrow,
out to
it
you?
might bother Kelvin because you just met Kelvin.
no,
It
I'm
doesn't
fine.
matter
I
to
don't
me.
have a drink of
Cause
Hennessy. Nothing he can
like
say
brothers.
could bother
I don't
me.
care if you like me or not. I'm still be in your face.
I've already had a drink of Hennessy. Nothing he can say could bother me right
There
now.
you go. So you're not bothered.
The only thing that bother me. The only thing that bother me today is my Atlanta Falcons lose to the Carolina Panthers.
Well,
That's gonna happen.
That will bother me. That will bother
That's
me.
gonna happen.
That's
I'm a
gonna bother
Panthers
me.
fan.
That shit will bother me.
Yeah, it's not.
I
gonna
wore a
happen.
Black Panther, but not Carolina Panther. I wore a Black Panther party shirt.
You ain't no real. You ain't no real
Just wanted
Panther
to smell
fan.
it. I still got that rosemary in there, and then the thyme in there. So
I smell rosemary, thyme, orange juice.
I smell everything.
I too can be a noser.
I smell Morris Day in the town. Bruno Mars.
And I smell a stainless steel knife. Did you use a stainless steel knife?
You can really smell that that
Yeah,
fragrance of the time.
You can smell it all the way over here.
Yeah, that lit on fire.
Yeah, that smokiness from the time. The time.
Let's make sure we break some off for the studio audience.
and I always forget them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, did you
Usually
guys?
on copious amounts, they'll be like, he's making 2 dishes, but he's got like 8 pieces of chicken, and it's like between sets, I gotta make sure.
Well, if you don't give Gadget anything, the way Gadget crushes things off camera,
Yeah.
if you don't, it looks like you will
I'm
shut down
definitely gonna try to be a part of that studio audience when he's over there cooking on his podcast.
Don't be
That's what we
bullshit.
need.
100%.
We need to be a part of that studio audience. But the chicken being handed
They
out.
doing it tonight. He said he's doing it tomorrow.
So why you
tomorrow.
pouring this out? What we want to hear again? I missed some of the stuff.
All right, so we used, we burnt the thyme,
Burnt the time.
some basil, fresh orange, orgeat. Then I used a splash of Chambord, barrel bourbon, and some fresh passion fruit juice.
Now the
Can you hand me
the
that barrel bourbon?
so
So just to recap real quick on barrel bourbon.
yep, go ahead.
So barrel bourbon, again, this is the business I'm trying to get into, which is the blending
I
of bourbon
understand,
business.
but they
right?
did a bad job.
They did a.
They
I'm
did a
trying to find
bad
one of these
job.
that I like. But barrel bourbon, I can't remember the dude's name
Uncle
right now.
Nearest.
But he, well, that's blended Tennessee whiskey, but not not bourbon, but that's close. But Barrel is really the first company that is doing blends and is not a typical distillery, right? So like Jefferson Reserve is a distillery that's blending their own whiskey. They have a separate blended whiskey offering. Barrel Bourbon is actually purchasing whiskey from other distilleries and creating different expressions in small batch. Everything is small batch. Everything is cash strength.
Real quick,
at Barrel Bourbon.
small batch definition.
No real definition. There's no federal regulation around
And that's why I asked,
term
because
small
people hear
batch.
that term, they're gonna be looking it up, and it's not really a standard definition, right?
So as long as Barrel Bourbon has a definition of it, whether it's 1 barrel, 2 barrels, 20 barrels,
Yep.
then they're okay.
Okay.
We have any of those
Small batch,
joints left? No.
cash strength, and So yeah, so when we talk about what other businesses are going on, that's what I'm trying to get into. Yep. I'm opening a distillery in Maryland.
And up front, you said
on blended,
blended
whiskey.
Yep. Question for Al. So up front, you said you use the Shambo.
I use a little bit of Chambord.
Tell us more about that. Tell us more about that ingredient a little bit for our newbies that don't know a lot about that.
It's basically you can make it at home. It's got liquor in it.
Okay.
It won't really get you drunk. You have to drink a lot of it, but you have a stomach ache.
It looks, it just looks unique, and it's not something I buy all the time.
It's raspberries soaked in brandy.
Oh wow.
And then they take it and make they add sugar to it. It's almost like making wine, but they make it more for.
What kind of brandy they put in there?
It's cognac.
Oh, cognac.
So brandy is brandy, but if it's made in Cognac, France, it's cognac. They call it cognac.
Yeah.
Newbies.
So there's no difference between
sparkling
wine and Hennessy.
Nope. Sparkling wine is called champagne if it's made.
Just how much is that? Damo, you brought that. How much is that bottle gonna run us?
It's about 30 $25, $30.
That's almost $25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this drink is more earthy though.
So here's the problem:
a sweeter drink. I want it to be kind of earthy.
I like this. So again, you want to get Chambord, high end, as opposed to getting razzmatazz, right? You could get razzmatazz.
Oh, okay. So it's levels to this.
Yeah. So the cheaper version is Raz.
The
barrel bourbon.
Oh, okay.
Just like with Grand Marnier, the cheaper version is triple sec.
Oh,
or Grand Gala,
or Cointreau.
Learn something every day.
Cointreau is still there though.
So just real quick, because we're about to drink it. And barrel bourbon. So again, this is one of their sticks, right? This is their story. Everything is single barrel cask strength.
Like that?
It's good.
This came out of barrel G656. This was bottle number 117 from that barrel. This was aged 14 years. So the age statement has to be the youngest age that's in this bottle. So 14 years, Lord. And the proof is 120 proof. So we're gonna need a batch of this for the road before you go. We're gonna need a batch of this before you go. for the game, I might need this if we fall behind.
Okay, so
that's good.
Okay, so if anyone has ever been to an HBCU, I'm gonna tell you exactly what this tastes like.
You mean drove by an HBCU
jungle
or
juice.
what are you talking about?
If you've ever been to a homecoming at HBCU and you've had a jungle juice from any fraternity or
you know why that is? Because you're identifying with the proof.
Exactly.
I'm identifying with the juice.
That's the thing. The juice. You put a bunch of juice into something.
Right. If jungle juice is Coors Light, then this is Stella. Like it's not.
What does that mean?
It kicks me back to jungle juice, but it don't taste like it's not jungle juice.
It don't got that. It got a little more refined.
Yeah,
taste.
I wouldn't put this in a full red cup and just sip on that in the hot sun. I'd still want to cock this up. I'm really pissed off that I'm drinking it out of a plastic cup right now.
Al, tell us a little bit more about the correlation between you said the high proof and the juice. What were you about to say about that?
Well, I mean, this is just 120 proof, like you said. So if you get Bacardi 151, that's 150. Anything over 100 proof, you start getting
hallucinations.
Alcohol. When you open a bottle of rubbing alcohol, that's just gonna shine out.
Okay.
You can't really hide that, but
make it blind.
That's why when you go to the college parties, what do? They put a big bottle of it, and then they just dump all the juices in the world.
Fruit punch and stuff all in there.
Kool-Aid, whatever you want to put in there, because it takes a lot of sugar to try to cut down on that.
So the
alcohol.
sugar equivalent to the alcohol takes the edge off, gives you that little fruity flavor.
Shout out Bulldog Passion, Bowie State University's official patented trademark jungle juice. Bulldog Passion.
I think that is exactly. I think that's the newbie tip of the day, though. Like you usually come with a newbie tip of the day, Bo, but Al brought it today.
What's that?
The correlation between the fruit and the high alcohol content. That's an important fact.
That's a great tip. That's a great tip.
Really hit that up.
And the key here is, Everclear and all that stuff is terrible. But this is actually
nothing.
It's aged 14 years.
Yeah. I taste this and it's not bad. Like
it tastes the 14.
You can still taste the whiskey in this, but it's still good altogether.
Let's pull back over to Al. Al, what'd you put in this drink for us right here? Give us a couple highlights of it.
We got some strawberries.
Yep.
I used mango skin.
Chopped mango skin.
The skin of the mango.
The skin. I've never seen that.
The rawhide of a monkey.
Of it. Yeah. You ever eat the rind of a watermelon?
The rawhide.
Yeah. You get that bitterness.
You get that bitterness.
Yeah.
That's what we kind of want. We want some bitterness with some of the strawberries.
And it's a beautiful drink. Let me get another picture for this for our Instagram right here.
So what happened to the rest of the mango?
The name of that is monkey skin.
I don't think I get
enough
pictures for our Instagram.
You don't.
You're doing that more. I'm trying, man.
I'm old. I don't know nothing about.
I'm half drunk, so I don't know if I can do all of it.
Instabook and Facegram. Huh? Oh shit. I'm old, man.
Facegram. What's Facegram?
What is Instabook?
That's a new.
You the social media man. I know bourbon. I don't know nothing
But
about
then stop speaking on it.
I don't know nothing
Let
about
me speak on it.
You speak on my bourbon? Captain, I can't smell nothing. What's it smell like? I don't know.
I don't know what this is.
This is why I'm trying to leave, because
I'm I'm here for the education. That's I'm receptive to the education. Oh, going back to the smoke. We love that. Oh,
is there any butane in that shit? Kelvin?
The fact that nobody's trying to get rid of you.
Because I do have a backup, though, if it's not working. Okay.
About y'all trying to get rid of me?
Nobody's trying. You keep saying that nobody's trying to get rid of me.
I'm trying to get rid of myself.
Damo, if Bo leaves, it's going to be me and you,
No.
We got to carry this.
Why do you keep going back to me leaving?
Because Damo said it.
What?
Damo said it.
We said it.
Damo said it.
Oh, see, that's why it's not gonna be us.
Whatever.
He don't even want to own up to it. He said it too. At least I said it to your face.
I won't leave until I'm ready to run for governor.
Well, nobody's gonna.
Can I be your chief of staff?
Huh?
Can I be your chief of staff?
Hey, I don't know, man.
I got the intel background.
I don't know if I want my chief of staff to be a Hennessy. No.
Can I get a job?
I guarantee you get that vote. I can get those votes for you if you let me be your chief of staff with that Hennessy bottle. I get those votes for you.
I want all the Hennessy voters.
Yeah.
I want all the bourbon voters. Yeah. Even if you drink vodka or tequila. You gotta look at the populace you
represent here, Governor.
I want all those votes.
This joint right here smell like going to
smells
like
a
barbecue.
That smell like America.
See,
you know why?
Kentucky. Yeah, that smells like America. That smells
like Kentucky.
You know what it smells like? You know why it smells like America? Because America is built on racism, and the Klan will burn a cross in your house made out of apple wood.
It was.
That was a deep
I would say
that's not the kind of cocktail I was trying to make.
That's not what you're reaching for right there.
That had nothing to do with no.
I would say, Damo, it was built on that, but that's not where we're going. We're gonna change this thing.
Again, I feel like
we're gonna change this thing.
We're not changing this today.
Well, we will. We'll get over. We shall overcome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, tell that to Clyde May because his face says.
I know change.
You on Clyde? I bet you meet Clyde. Y'all be the best friends if you met Clyde.
I Clyde up. Why? I'm pretty sure Clyde gonna come in immediately.
I don't know about all that. I'm not gonna put all that on Clyde.
Right. You don't know who Clyde is.
We don't know him. I ain't gonna speak on that man.
I can tell by his cow licks that Clyde don't.
I'm telling you, Damo. I'm telling you. I grew up in the deep south. I've met guys like that be a best friend. I met some that'll be racist.
But when it comes down to it, will they be like my father, and he's not with us?
But his bottle don't say that to me though. His bottle is like moonshine, and the dudes that make moonshine are cool. That's all I'm saying.
I was finishing this last night. I was in this. So this is where I was in Anne Arundel County.
Yeah.
I live in Anne Arundel County.
I know. That's what I'm about to say. And so I was going to a crab shack.
Okay.
Shout out Maryland Crabs.
Yep.
And I rode past a house. No, I was going to Cantler's. And then I rode past I did go to a Fat Boys Bourbon Bar on the way home, but I was disappointed. Anyway, I was going to Cantler's because it's trash. And it was a yard sign that had a gigantic Trump Pence sign.
Gigantic.
But Jim, right beside it, in the same yard, it had almost maybe half the size of that big sign, a Black Lives Matter sign. What's going on in that house? Tell me something. Tell me what's going on in that house.
Exactly.
That'll be the voter that says, I like his policies, but I recognize the struggle.
That's the equivalent.
Stuff like that.
I feel like that was somebody's daughter who was like, Mom, if you're going to put a sign up, I should be able to put a sign up. And Mom was like, well, I don't want you to move out, so go ahead and put your sign up.
So I'll tell you a quick story.
What's going on in that house?
I'm tell you a quick story.
What's going on in that house?
I'm tell you a quick story.
Go ahead, Damo.
My grandmother is a Redskins fan. She's a native Washingtonian.
Yes.
My grandfather is also a native Washingtonian, Northeast, Dick Street, right? But he was a Cowboys fan. Why was he a Cowboys fan? I'll tell you.
Racism.
Nope. Because he wanted the complete opposite of his wife.
Oh wow!
And he was like,
on purpose. It's on purpose.
I don't want like the same you like.
There you go.
So you come from a long line of assholes.
There you go.
Yes, man.
Oh, that kind of explains everything. Just for no reason, he wants to be different.
Well, real quick, let's go back to Al because this is about the cocktails.
That don't have nothing to do with my
why did you
do it? I'm gonna tell you why.
Why did you decide to put the fruit in there? Wait a minute. We'll get to. Hold on. Why did we decide to put the fruit in there and then the ice like that? Al, walk us through that.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna add some more bourbon.
Okay.
To the top of it?
To the top of it.
Nice.
And
but not that one.
Now this is unique. Let me get. Hold on before you pour.
There's nothing here we like. This is all about stuff
this is definitely something newbies would be on right here. Like adding more.
You're the focus of this podcast. This is stuff you didn't like. Yeah. This is the focus of this podcast.
Well, all I would say, gentlemen, is this is something the newbies would be on. Like this uniqueness of adding more of the bourbon to the drink after you've already mixed. Like this is the type of stuff.
Ground cinnamon plus a cinnamon stick.
Yep.
Now here's the question.
He pulling out all the stops for us.
Is that a real cinnamon stick or is it that?
No, that's definitely a real cinnamon stick.
It's definitely
no, because a lot of cinnamon sticks are actually the bark of some other tree. They sell as cinnamon.
Nope, this is it.
Okay.
This is organic.
Just check.
This is the organic.
I love what he's doing with this drink. I love what he's doing with this drink right here, though.
Put the rosemary in the cinnamon.
Oh man, this is a classic. I gotta get a nice picture of mine.
Yeah, get a picture for Instagram. You social media man.
I got it. I'm on it.
The garnish looks like.
All right, so finish your story about your. About how your grandfather didn't like your grandmother. Go finish.
Go ahead. Yeah, finish that, Damon. Go ahead.
No. The whole point is what I'm saying is.
Shout out Grandmama Hicks.
Is that
we go way back?
Is that my grandfather? Yes, my grandfather was.
I loved your grandfather.
That's where I got it from.
I loved your grandfather.
But the point is this:
he drank Hennessy.
He was fun.
No.
How you know?
Well.
Yeah. How
I don't
you
think
know?
it was around.
He drank Remy.
Your
grandmother had Remy in the house.
Hennessy was around. Hennessy was around then
because I bought it there.
So
anyway, so what I'm saying is that maybe that house that had the Trump Pence fan
and the Black Lives Matter sign,
they got somebody in there that just don't with another. They don't with the ideals of another person in that crib. That's like being a Redskins fan, but also being an Eagles fan as well.
Let me get that
so that happens in different households. If somebody is from this era, like they're from Philly, but yet the other person that they marry is from Washington, they are a Redskins fan, this person's Eagle fan.
I get the sports analogy, but to me, this is a little bit deeper than me than sports.
You're not even drinking today, huh?
If you're a racist,
after that,
so not a racist.
You ain't put no Black Lives Matter sign in my yard if I'm a racist.
They gonna do it anyway.
And if you vote for Trump and Pence to me, and you just ignored everything that's happening, you got to be sensitive to the racist undertones of this campaign.
It's not unusual to be loved.
You talking about the theme of law and order?
So we're gonna leave this.
The theme of law and order.
Conversation on the table.
Well, I'm just saying you talking about the theme of law and order.
What are you talking about?
You said the racist undertones, the racist undertones of the campaign.
Yeah.
Which campaign are you talking about? Pence or Biden's? I mean, Trump's or Biden's?
Which one do you think?
Trump's.
Okay.
So that's why I said one of his themes is law and order.
Who?
Trump's, yes.
Yeah.
That's why it's racist undertones.
Yeah, well,
also, the theme of don't move to the suburbs because you want to save your suburbs. That has racist undertones.
Also, I don't know that law and order has racist undertones, but
law and order definitely has racist undertones. Definitely.
Just those words.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
That means I'm gonna keep them in line and don't worry about them.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
So that means every time he says something, you hear.
So I'm a property owner, so I'm okay with law and order.
No, you shouldn't be. Not with the way he puts it. Not his phrase.
I haven't picked that up yet, but maybe just
please research that. Yeah.
But definitely the other thing. They coming to your
suburbs. Yeah, they come to your suburbs and ruin your life.
In the last debate though, because she said they coming for your health care. If you're under 2060, you trying to stay in your.
She's trying to tell you. She's trying to tell you.
So she flipped that.
She said they
coming.
Yeah,
I like
coming
that.
for you. They coming for you. They coming for you.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
you know what happened?
I just think it would be fascinating to be a fly on the wall in that house.
Or a fly on Pence's
I think whatever you do, I think whatever you do, you should.
That's what they call in comedy a setup.
Yeah.
Don't you tell me about no comedy.
I'm saying that's what you told me last time. I was trying to set you up. You just started pop locking off my softball like that.
Well, I would say whatever you do, vote.
100%.
So if you're gonna talk about it, you're gonna talk about it. You'll be all on social media about it.
Get
Vote.
your booty to the poll.
Make
it's
sure
the
you
greatest
vote.
voting campaign I've ever seen. They get down ballot voting. They get the sheriff local elections. They get all that stuff. Get your booty to the poll. It's very academic type of commercial, even though it's a bunch of strippers in it, which is also entertaining.
Well, we want to thank Al for coming out for us today. We really appreciate taking your time to come out here with us.
For sure.
We know we was running behind schedule today, but it's not always. Well, it is always like that.
So
I'll take that back.
I'm gonna tell you.
We are, but I want to get my thank yous in case
quick.
we have to cut.
I appreciate Al for the adventure that we went on a lot of these.
Yes.
Did I want to choose some of these adventures? Not this Hennessy one. That was garbage. Right? The rest of them were friggin' amazing.
I don't have it here. We can give it to him after.
All right. Well, we do have a gift for you, Al.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, I'll get a picture of it and put it on Instagram.
Hopefully it's a bag of weed.
I like this.
Al, we do not support illegal. We do not support illegal activity on this podcast, Al.
That was Joe Biden Jr. right here.
Did you see him stand up? He stood up.
He was at the table too. He was like,
I'm out. I'm done with the podcast. I'm out of this podcast. Protect
Can we
yourself.
talk about this real quick? Because this is also good. I also get the bourbon in this, but I also
smell
feel
bourbon.
like it's delicious.
Okay, so let me tell you what got me.
I smell bourbon.
Is this
palm tree?
Let me tell you how sophisticated I am on my smell now.
Jump right here.
I smell small batch.
This jump made me want to take my pants
I smell
off.
small batch.
I
smell
the drink. Ow. He like, I smell small batch.
I smell small batch.
I smell.
I think I got a year for you, bro. 1792. This is the year. I've got it down to a year. Maybe 1793, but not. I'm thinking 1792.
It's somewhere about.
Nah,
right.
1792.
That
Bourbon.
What I want to do is make you guys somewhat of like
This joint is all right.
like a fall mojito.
Anything is better than this.
That's what kind of
This
where
is
we're
gonna-
going with
This is gonna be a hit.
Fall mojito.
This is gonna be a hit.
Muddle.
This is gonna be a hit.
So
I
your
think we
palm
need
tree is your
I
sugar
get the
stick with
bitterness
your.
from the skins.
Next
I
time we
get
do
the
this,
bitterness from that-
we should
from
have a
that-
ladies
That's
edition.
Yeah.
We should have a.
Where's D?
Hey guys, next time we do this,
He's rolled out.
D, bleep that out, D. I'm running for governor.
Well,
You can't.
next time.
This is delicious.
Next time we do this, we should
Fall
have a
mojito.
We should have a lady.
Fall
We should have a ladies
Wow.
edition. A ladies edition is all I'm saying. What? This is some of the cocktails that they would love.
I feel like you have a bias against you. I think females like bourbon. I
Yeah, I
don't think they necessarily need a cocktail.
Well, no, they don't.
Like
No, they don't. But if they do, but if
sexist.
they, I think y'all are sexist. But
Most of the females I see come through my restaurant who drink bourbon,
Drink it straight.
drink it neat.
yeah, that's fine. But I think they would like this cocktail also.
That's what I'm
For
saying,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
You got that down south whole.
And let me tell you something.
You know the women they usually.
It's demographic, depending on where you are. You depend
Or
on
where
what
you
they
from.
say. Yeah.
Oh,
So
let's
that's-
explore that. What does that mean?
my tree, man.
So in
So
DC,
somebody, let me give you a
Don't put it in there with your fingers. God.
I put the top part in
Let's
there.
let our guests
Go ahead,
finish.
Simon. Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, so Al, go ahead and explain what you about
well, I
to
would
say.
say like your demographics say a lot about what your people drink.
Yeah.
In DC, a lot of bourbon drinkers now that it's been gentrified, they drink a lot of the classic cocktails, old fashions,
sours.
Manhattans,
Whiskey sours.
whiskey sours is
Gentrification
universal.
has done that.
Yes, for sure. In that area, because it's
yuppie shit.
it's the new hip thing to do.
Hipster
So
shit,
it's a
that's
lot
what
of
I
it's a lot of hip bars and backdoor speakeasies. That stuff wasn't around, and now it's it's all made its way
the
back.
chicken and
Well, I
whiskey.
just came up with a little game we can play with Al right quick while we're drinking this bourbon.
What's it
I'm
called?
gonna say where someone's from. You tell me what kind of cocktail they want.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Someone from
Hennessy.
Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna like maybe a really, really good old fashioned.
So can I time out?
Potatoes,
I thought you were gonna say
bourbon
something
potatoes.
I am. I'm bringing it home. I'm
Okay.
starting. You
We're
start
straight
wide.
Boise,
Wait, let me
Idaho.
tell- Bo, you start wide.
that's-
and
Shout
you
out
bring-
Boise, Idaho.
Bo, you start wide and you bring the circle in. Okay.
First time I got
You think
Birmingham,
potatoes-
Alabama.
Body check today.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
They don't like something like
This
it depends on
racist
where
bullshit
you are.
right here.
Birmingham, Alabama. I think.
Yeah. Wait.
I would say if you had a
Well,
juke,
I've been to Birmingham a couple times. They got a lot of jazz clubs there.
if you had a juke joint, it's
Yeah.
gonna be some straight whiskey.
Straight whiskey.
Straight whiskey.
Okay.
I think so. A lot of whiskey. If you're having a good time partying, I think it's gonna be a nice mixture. Hurricane, something like that.
Oh, a hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You're closer to Louisiana.
Yeah.
You said
South
Louisiana,
side.
yeah. That's
Okay.
So
Can you throw out something up north?
I'm getting there.
hold on.
Wait,
real
wait,
quick.
wait. Let me finish my game. Let me finish my
Kevin
game.
getting offended
Real
like-
quick. Go ahead, Namo.
So the name Hurricane, I saw
Yes.
this today, is from the sisters that were thrown overboard or jumped overboard on the way in the slave trade, and their ghosts literally are looking for a reckoning. That's literally what Hurricane is for. If
I
you
would
don't
support.
believe me,
I
look
would.
it up.
I would support that though.
Look it up.
If that's what they call it, I would support
Look it
that.
up. And that's what a hurricane is.
Burn it down.
That's interesting.
So
Atlanta, Georgia.
As the pro-black one,
Yeah. You're not the only pro-black one. Don't get that twisted. You're not. Savannah, Georgia, close to where I'm from.
Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia.
I mean, anywhere in Georgia, it's gonna be a Long Island iced tea. We
Oh
want
my,
it mixed up.
my man, that Long Island. First get right to it.
Yeah, for sure.
expensive,
Yeah.
get you fucked up,
Yep.
not let you know you at a strip club.
You gotta ask for top shelf Long Island.
Yeah.
Though.
and you gotta
That's
stay there
exactly
long
what it
enough to
is.
get
Yeah.
eggs.
What happened? What's the last
Breakfast at
part?
the strip club in Atlanta is probably a 5-star dining experience.
You saw the guy was willing to risk his NBA career to go to Magic City get some wings.
Oh, nigga, I've done it before.
Lou Williams. Yeah. Okay, and last one, bringing it home to the Bo.
Okay.
Bowie, Maryland.
Bowie, Maryland.
Well, that's not where we're from.
Well, you went to Bowie State. God, calm down.
I just wanted to know more about
Well, I bartended in Bowie, Maryland for 8 years.
Oh, but then you know this one. Then let me get the top 3 drinks requested in Bowie, Maryland, real quick.
DMV.
DMV.
No, wait, no,
Bowie
damn
is
the
very-
DMV.
Bowie is specific.
No, but the
Bowie
DMV,
State.
people aren't from the damn DMV. People are from all over.
No, they're not.
People are from Bowie, Maryland.
No,
I'm not from DMV, and I'm living here.
I'm not from
Let's
Bowie.
let's bring it home then. Bowie, Maryland. What are the top 3 drinks?
I'm not from Bowie.
I don't want to
He
understand.
doesn't understand.
Top
All right,
3
so-
drinks.
Go ahead.
I'll say this to combine both of your arguments.
Yes.
Bowie is on the outskirts of PG County, which
PG,
is
shout out.
all kind of entwined into DC and Maryland
DMV.
and Virginia. When you talk about our people, so Cadillac Margarita,
Ooh.
Upscale.
for sure. All it is a margarita, and they add Grand Marnier on the top.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
But guess what? The price goes like that.
Top 3.
Oh, I heard that when we were at the hole in the wall that time,
Yeah,
Bo.
the
Remember
price-
they
the
asked
price
us did we
does
want
this.
Grand Marnier,
The
Grand
price
Marnier in
does
our
this.
margarita? Okay, I got you. Go ahead,
That's
Al.
the
I'm
price.
sorry.
The price gets here.
You're right.
That's gonna be the first one. Second one's gonna be his favorite, probably a blue motorcycle.
Is that my favorite? It's his favorite. You look at his face.
I'll tell you what it is. Long Island blue motorcycle. It's had a name all over the years. In the DMV, we do a lot of stuff with it. 10 years ago, it was called a Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
And they put champagne on top.
Nice.
And then it was called the Baltimore Zoo, and they put beer on top. Then it was the blue motorcycle, and then they threw the 151. So it's all originates from Long Island, but we're PG. We're sophisticated. We want to make it.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Let me just say, Bourbon Brain, he coming for you. He's coming for you with this knowledge.
No.
This knowledge he's spitting over here.
Bartending knowledge.
He's on that level, man.
I have DMV knowledge, which means that the most affluent black county in America
is not
DMV.
DMV.
It's PG County.
Yes, PG. But not
Everybody
DMV.
knows
But
that.
not DMV.
And that's why we add champagne to our joint.
What about the?
What's the third one?
He just said the motorcycle.
The third one's gonna be Hennessy.
Oh, get the
Straight up.
Back y'all ass up. Back up. Back up.
I'm done.
Back your ass. Give me 6 feet. Give me 6 feet.
All right, we're gonna close it out for today. I'm obsessed with this cinnamon rosemary combination. I've never I consider myself somewhat of a culinary guy.
I know you do.
And a tasting guy. And this one is new to me, but I love it. Like, I'm obsessed with this smell with these together. We're gonna close it out, Damo. You go ahead and stay over there with the studio audience.
Tell us your favorite cocktail, Damo, real quick. Okay. Great. Well, I'm gonna say my favorite in order because I want to do respect for the work you did.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Number one. I'm gonna go with the one before this. I want to make sure I get the alcohol right.
Bourbon Barrel.
The Bourbon Barrel.
Okay.
Then the Hennessy, and then the first one you made with that one. That's my order. I like everything you did, but if I had to put in order, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Hey, I'll take it.
Before we get off, though, I want to give you an opportunity to tell us what you got coming up next.
Perfect.
What's your shows? Where can they come see you at? Perfect. Restaurants and stuff like that. Go ahead and tell us all to the camera right there.
One, shout out to Copious Amounts at Copious Amounts TV, Facebook Copious Amounts, YouTube Copious Amounts. Just look for me, KAIMBR. That's my musician name. That's how I host the show. But my nickname's Al Green. My parents named me Al Green. So, both of those. Come on. I got new music coming out on 10/19, produced by my man P Twist. Shout out to ADST. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to all the Copious Amount staff and family and all the fans for checking in. Our views are getting crazy. I really appreciate y'all. Again, we're going to have more guests coming on the show. At Camber, and that's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything, KAIMBR, KAIMBR. A lot of people like to add an E in between that. It's no E. So, yeah, that's where you can find me.
That's what's up. And shout out to my studio audience, ADST Music, Priest and Nomad. They're going to be on an upcoming show, actually in the show coming up soon. So everybody look out for that. And I think we out. We way over time.
I think this the guest show is a hit, though. I think people want to see more guests.
We're out.
Yeah. All right.
Shut it down, D.
Making love in the bushes with no tops and pants. So tell me, why wouldn't you want to drink something that has you fighting and then making love? Tell me why not. What is this? Rubber? What is it?
Wax.
Wax.
Red wax. Originally,
what is that? Rubber?
Originally, Miss Samuels did it in her chicken fryer.
Oh.
And so she melted the wax and dipped the bottles in her chicken.
Oh, you know we love it.
So the legend is her fried chicken never tasted the same, but the whiskey was good.
Oh, that line for that fried chicken was out the door.